All right, so hi everyone, it's Papa Hector here. If you like my channel, go ahead and click subscribe, click like below. If you like this video, make sure that you click like, don't forget, do it now. Um, so in this video, what I'm going to cover is a comment from one of my subscribers here. And it's a really good question, and I'm actually going to cover this in English and in Spanish because he left me the comment in Spanish, or she did, and I'd like to make sure that everyone understands. And I'll probably just post it up as a separate link as well. So, okay. Okay. So this person says basically they were explained by their godparent and their mentor that you could have spirits that you inherit and the spirits that you're born with. And this is in 21 divisions and in Vodou. And this person's mentor says that basically the inherited spirits don't hold much or any value. He also says that basically people who read the cards don't really know anything because reading the cards is an ability that you can develop. And this person's experience has been that when she's interacted with inherited spirits, that they actually don't speak any truths to her or actually know anything. And her godfather says that when you inherit spirits, you can't have any more than seven. Um, and people who say that have more than that, and outside of that, people who are claiming to have more than that are not telling the truth. And then I can make the video in English. All right. So I hope this is going to answer all your questions. Right. So first of all, yes, you can have spirits that you inherit and spirits that you're born with. Okay. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, it's not absolutely true that the spirits that one inherits are not good for anything or don't work or aren't any good. What is true is this. In order to inherit the spirits, you don't have to have spiritual abilities or spiritual gifts yourself or have spirits yourself. And if you do not have that already, inheriting the spirits is not really going to be the great blessing that you may think it be. Meaning, you may have your own spirits, but that you're not meant to work with, or that you don't have, and you have no capacities, and you don't have that gift in those dealings. You don't have spirits from birth to work in that way. And when you inherit those spirits, that doesn't change that. And so, since you already don't have a good foundation, that which you inherit doesn't come to improve anything. That's number one. Number two, though, is let's say you're born with your spirits and you're born with spirits that work, meaning that come through possession, que te montan, and all that. And you have developed that power and you have developed your gift and your capacities and everything like that. And you are connected and you have la luz de nacimiento. Basically, you're born with the power, you're born with the light. When you inherit those spirits, the spirits de herencia, the spirits that you inherit, are going to work and they're going to work well and they're going to have more capacity and powers. Very often, they're not going to be as good as the spirits de la que tú naciste, of the spirits that you were born with. They're not going to be as good because they're not born to you. They're not natural to you. They're not your primary spirits. But if you have the gift, if you have spirits that you're born with in that capacity already, then those that you inherit can work and will be good. Will be able, and a lot of times you'll be able to tap into a bigger power than just the spirits that you've worked yourself. Now, the third point is this, that about the seven spirits. When people inherit spirits, we don't inherit tons and tons of spirits. I inherited to some spirit, right? I already was born with the gift. I was born with my spirit. I was born with my light. I was born with my gift. I was born with my spirit that works and has the capacity. Okay? So the spirits that I inherited wasn't until later on in life. Okay? But the likelihood that I'm going to inherit 7 or 8 spirits is very little because when a person dies, not all the spirit stays behind. A lot of them go. There's very few spirit that stay behind. I've had a lot of big spiritual worker in my family, and from those spiritual workers, hundreds of spiritual workers in my family that I can think of my ancestors, de mi antepasado, okay, is a handful, if that, of inherited spirits that exist in my family today. So it's not that many that are going to go around to be inherited. You're not going to have an army of inherited spirits. That's not normal. Okay? So I hope that that covers all of your questions. Oh, the last question. Almost forgot. Your mentor, your godfather is telling you the truth on this point about reading the cards. Reading the cards and psychic capacities and psychic gifts, psychic abilities, that can be learned and developed. In fact, I teach that, I develop people with that, I connect people and develop their psychic capacity. I was talking with one of my colleagues the other day about how amazing it was for somebody that I had who started out with nothing whatsoever as far as spiritual ability to the point where they're now able to see with the cards. But being able to read and see with the cards does not mean that you have the spiritual capacity to work. Being able to read and being able to see with the cards does not mean that you know that much. Okay? It's something that you can learn and you can eventually do to some capacity and develop, but it doesn't mean that you're a spiritual worker. Okay? It means you're a psychic. It doesn't mean that you're a spiritual worker and that you're able to move mountains. All right, so God bless. I hope you're doing well. Again, click subscribe to the channel. Speak to you soon. Papa Hector signing off.